All right, homies. Winner bracket match number 2. In the top right, we have what are probably the favorites, Spirit and Max going up against the underdogs, Showtime and Trigger. Now, I have a fun fact for you guys, which is that I think these two teams are the only two teams that I did not see practice in custom games. Out of the 6 teams that are left, I saw all teams practice besides these two. So I imagine that means that Spirit and Max is going to do their standard stuff. I really wish that Trigger and Showtime did practice a little bit, because I think double Protoss is strong, but you probably want to have at least some good builds. So these guys are probably just going to wing it. I think if Trigger and Showtime would have put a lot of practice in, I would consider them one of the favorites, because I think Protoss is strong, and they have... Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they have the highest or maybe second highest after these or whatever, but they do have a really high combined 1v1 skill, right? So, yeah, I mean, I guess we'll see. So far, Protoss either looks really strong or the players don't know what to do, and it looks like it sucks. So, I guess we'll see what's gonna happen. And yeah, that's a good point. I think a lot of Protoss wins that I saw were people trying to all-in them and then them having 2 players making batteries. I mean, it sounds very strong, and it was very strong, right? But I mean, we'll see. Spirit and Max are very passive usually. Or not necessarily passive, they just play macro. Like, they'll play aggressive macro, right? But they'll play macro. Like, they're gonna attack you, but they're not really gonna all-in, and then they overwhelm you in the late game. It was actually pretty funny to see their transition when the feeding rules got what's the word for that? Installed or whatever. Where they were playing hyper-passive mech/Skytles, and then the feeding rules got implemented, and they became super active bio plus blink players, and they became better. Like, I think everyone just thought that they were at their best playing AFK mech plus Skytles, but then they started playing active, and they looked way stronger. Wait, this is a... Is it going to be a proxy gate game? This is quite a combination of builds. So we have Stargate against Stargate from Protoss 1 and Max. And then we have 2-gate opening from Trigger into something, which I kind of assumed was going to be a gateway, but realistically, I don't know. Spirit's going to open with 2 Hellions, that's what he likes to do a lot. 2 Hellions, and then probably 2 Marines and a Cyclone, I want to say. Maybe even 4 Hellions, by the way. It could be 4 as well. And then Marines and a Cyclone as well. But yeah, I have no idea how this is going to play out, really. Trigger is going to go for the Blink. Showtime is going to... It's pretty hard keeping track of 3 Protoss players. Showtime is going to go for the Phoenix, and Max is going to go for the Oracle. That means that Max most likely cannot play Phoenixes anymore. Oh, this is a good adept by Showtime. 1 kill. A little bit of mining time as well. Not too much, most likely. Yo. Oh, the repair is clutch. No way. That's messed up. Oh, hold on. I knew that he likes to do proxy starport, but for some reason my brain didn't register that it was here. This is very bad news for Spirit, because it's... the proxy is over. Like, nothing's gonna happen here, right? There we go. That medevac is... Hello? That medevac should... Are you... He's crazy! No, he split them up too! Oh, Spirit. That was not it. Oh! No, he didn't even kill one. Oh, that was a massive ouch. I can't believe he lifted it up into the main base after 2 Phoenixes were already killing it. And then he was very unfortunate that it only lifted... Well, I would say he was even fortunate, because if he lifted all 4, I think 2 would have died inside the medevac, so who knows. Max actually going Phoenix anyway, so he's going to play Phoenixes while being 3 Phoenixes down. And there are DTs away, on the way from this proxy. Whew. I kind of like this build for double Protoss over here. He pinged... Oh, that's the... He pinged his Oracle. I don't know what he was trying to say. He's like, hey, bro, you have an Oracle over here or something? Oh, the cars. The cars from downtown. Oh, he's going to see the gate and not the shrine, but he's going to go back and see... Wait. Oh, no. Did he... Oh, he saw the shrine with that too? Are you serious? How much vision range do those things have? Dude, that's insane. I thought he would see the gateway and just assume it was like a stalker attack. But then those Hellions saw the freaking shrine. Yo, what if his... Dude. Showtime is winning this game so hard against Max, but he has no idea. Wait, I think those Adepts might have seen the Phoenixes, though. Oracle's ready to... Oh! Gets one of them. Well, really good patience there by Trigger. Here we go. 1 DT is gonna get up there. Yo, MaxPax can... Did they not see the DT? Oh, they did not see the DT. Oh, that is gonna be painful for them, because they're gonna have to go back. And the worst part is that MaxPax normally would be the one defending the DT with Revelation plus Lift. But Showtime can just mirror him with the more Phoenixes he has. Look, like, Showtime needs to... If Showtime goes up, that DT is... Okay, yeah, use the scan for it instead. It's expensive, but it's alright. Showtime's gonna make use of the opportunity to kill a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, this is where it gets very tough, because with Terran, you kind of want to get the momentum going early on, because you need to afford a lot of stuff at the start, right? Like, is that another DT? Here it is. You need to afford Stim, Combat Shields, 1-1, all the add-ons, and then after that, you don't need much gas anymore. But if you mine enough gas for that, but you have a tough early game, then you just end up being Omega poor. Let's see, is there a Fleet Beacon? No Fleet Beacon for Showtime yet. He's going to go for the 3rd Stargate, while MaxPax went for the Fleet Beacon, and then the 3rd Stargate. Once again, guys, Showtime is winning this against MaxPax very hard. He has 5 more Phoenixes and 15 more workers. It's going to be even more now. But if range finishes, MaxPax can win the Phoenix War for sure. I mean, Showtime is just playing chill. Dude, the teasers, I just hear them swiping and it annoys me. Oh, that's a dead Cyclone. Nice. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, that should be it. I think that should be it. If he's brave enough. Okay, he's holding back a little bit. I think he could have dove a little harder, but that's, yeah, that's very, very good. Did he kill the Oracle? No, he did not. Okay. Dude, these DTs are pissing me off. And I'm not playing. But, like, oh my god. Every time, over and over, you just hear the freaking swiping away at the workers. Like, look at the worker counter for a second. It's 70 for Showtime against 43 of MaxPax. Now, he does have range. Showtime also has range on the way, though, so it's no biggie at all. Showtime's taking his 4th base behind this. And Trigger, even though he went for the DT proxy, he's not even really behind Spirit. So I think the blue team of double Protoss is in a massively winning position now. And I like to see it. Because Showtime over here, very cool guy, by the way. I need to emphasize that before saying what I'm going to say. Great guy. We do have to give him a little bit of flack, because he said double Protoss is terrible. And as we have seen in the group stage, is that statement is completely false. But what that statement did make me believe is that they were going to get owned. Because what I know historically from StarCraft, if you don't believe in your match, or even your race, it doesn't matter. If you think the other guy's race is too strong, you don't believe in your skills, you are going to freaking lose. Right? Even if, I don't know, you're really good. It doesn't really matter. If you don't believe, you're probably going to lose. And I was afraid that's what was going to happen here, because he said Protoss really sucks. Okay, so I would be happy to see them win game number 1, so that gets thrown out of the window already. It's 90 Phoenix against 12. He could still just dive this, by the way. Showtime is actually out-microing MaxPax in the Phoenix War, which is not something you see a whole lot. Obviously, having more Phoenix contributes. And I think that these guys are most likely about to die. It's actually a good amount on bio. Stim is going to finish in like 10 seconds or so. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it should ever happen, to be honest. They should die to this attack, but there is a chance. Like, Showtime is being very scared with the... He doesn't realize that he has twice the Phoenix. It's 22 against 12. He has 30 more probes as well at the same time. A little bit of goofy micro here by Trigger, but it actually does the trick completely. One thing you always want to do against a Terran when you're a Protoss 100% is you just force stims. That's how you win Protoss against Terran the easiest way. You make them stim, you use your unit speed to just run away, you blink away, stuff like that. This army is already orange health. He's gonna have to stim again, exactly. Trigger can back off for a little bit, and then they can go for the collapse. Showtime can jump on top of the Phoenixes. It's a very awkward fight here. Showtime fighting against the Marines there. Let's see. Mothership is out. That's going to make this a little bit harder for Showtime. And now they can just back off. Spirit is abandoning him. That should be that Mothership. Where are you going? Oh, there's a couple Zealots over here. Oh, that's more than a couple Zealots. Holy cow, that's 10 Zealots. Yeah. No wonder that he went back. These Phoenixes could almost win this fight by themselves. It's just a combination of units that makes it tough. Like, you can't lift the Marines when the Phoenixes are there. This base is entirely cooked. Trigger does not have much supply, but all we have to do is press I. Look at the income, and look at this amount of gas, guys. That's actually... Is that 10 gas? It's actually 10 gas he has. Like, this is absurd. That's 15 Phoenixes a minute he's mining here, guys. And he only has 4 Stargates. Makes me wonder if these things just build too fast. How does he not have 5 million gas right now? Yeah, it looks strong. And they really know what they're doing. I mean, at least it looks like it, right? Once again, could be luck. They said they didn't practice in custom games, but maybe they're just vibing out really well. Who the heck knows? But this was good stuff. I do like the idea of one guy going for 2-gate into something annoying pressure-based and the other guy going for Phoenixes, because that's what happened this game. It's very awkward for Maxpacks to play Phoenixes when the other guy is attacking with DTs and this and that, and then one of them is just playing straight-up Phoenix. It's a very scary combo, actually. Hey, if you guys didn't see the stats of the group stage, by the way... Oh my god, he missed! He missed the EMP! That would have been so fat! Or did he hit a couple? I think he hit a couple, right? But that would have been absolutely delicious if he hit all of them. The statistics of the group stage were that the best matchups, or the best race combinations in order, were Protoss Zerg, followed by Protoss Protoss, followed by Protoss Terran. And then it was the other teams. I think number 4 was Terran Zerg, then it was Terran Terran, and then it was Zerg Zerg at the bottom. So... well... Maybe in percentage, Protoss was higher, but if you look at the differential, like the sample size, Protoss Zerg was the best. Protoss was +3 and Protoss Zerg was +8, I think. I still think Protoss Terran should be better than Protoss, but I mean, in this game, I'm not... Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I know he had to stim a lot, but those medevacs having literally 0 energy make me wonder if he EMP'd them by accident. I don't think he did. I think he just had to heal a whole lot, but that would be funny. Let's see, what's the Phoenix count like right now? 30 for Phoenix against 23. I'm actually surprised the mothership is so freaking late for Showtime. It's such a good tool. Also, these Protoss players are chilling way too hard. I feel like they could have gone for a killing move already. This is... Oh, it's 7 more gates. This is the kind of game that Spirit Max Packs could win if they max out. What's the upgrades for Spirit, actually? 1-1. No 2-2 on the way. Maybe not. I was gonna say, it was like a maxed bio ball with 3-3 upgrades, and then Maxpack gets a couple carriers while having, well, not that many less workers, but less workers than Showtime. Then they could maybe win. But right now, it's still looking absolutely delicious for the blue-purple team. I think at some point he had a prism. He flew it in here, it died, and he didn't try again. But a prism here would just end Spirit. Like one prism in the main, and it's just over for him, you know? Storm. Oh, do it! Oh, I think... Dude, that was like half a second where he wasn't microing the Templar. That could have cost him. Okay, fat Storm there. Oh my goodness, that hurts. This is not the biggest army ever. Storm against Phoenix actually helped out a lot. That was a significant amount of damage. Maxpax does have a lot of Phoenixes here, but I mean, Showtime is way more. As soon as this thing dies, Bio has to run away from the Zealots. That's the life of a Terran. You see Zealots, you have to kite, you know, the length of the entire map. Showtime for the first time in this game is confident he can just go for it. The Terran army is dying, the Protoss army is dying. And game number 1 goes very comfortably to the double Protoss team. Now, I do want to say that this game did look a bit closer than I would have expected after the start. So it's very possible that if the early game doesn't go that well for the double Protoss players, they might be in trouble. But this was, I mean, the best possible start they could have had to a best of 5, so it's looking good for them. In the bottom right, the team that I consider the favorites but are down 0-1, it is Spirit and Maxpax. And then at the top left, we have Showtime and Trigger that played a very beautiful game number 1. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, like, not exactly the same strategy, but just a strategy in the same vein, if that makes sense. So basically, Trigger or Showtime, whatever, they could switch it up, doesn't matter. Goes for like a 2-gate opening, maybe like a proxy 3rd gate or whatever, some kind of annoying aggression. And the other guy just plays Phoenixes. I mean, we only have a sample size of 1, but so far it does seem like a good formula to win against Protoss Terran. Now I'm gonna put the chat on the... what's the word for that? On the spot. Based on game number 1, what do you think the score is gonna be? I always like asking it when, like, the quote-unquote underdogs, I'm not quite sure how much underdogs they are, when they win game 1, I'm curious how the prediction changes. 3-2 for Spirit Packs. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of 3-2s for Spirit Packs. Okay. Yeah. I am also tempted to say that they're gonna win. Hey, is that a double gate? It is a double gate. Okay. But I kind of thought that, like, the Spirit plus Protoss team would usually clutch out the win anyway. But then there was that one warm-up cup where they did get absolutely annihilated by Milky Vanya, and they lost a bit of aura there, you know? So now instead of looking at the aura, I look at how the game actually went. So I think double Protoss could take it. You want the double Protoss team? Yeah, I completely understand that, honestly. I completely understand that. I think it's... at least if you're off-racing, I think it's way chiller as well. Even for double Zerg, if you wouldn't off-race, I think Protoss would be much nicer than Protoss Terran. So that would be a bit of a scam, yeah. I'm very curious where this is gonna go, because like this map is huge. It has a ramp. He probably went Marine first, right? Because that's what he usually does. Max is probably gonna go for a Stargate anyway. Trigger went for Twilight Council that I believe went unscouted. Did I see that correctly? Let's see. Yeah, it did actually go unscouted. Double Twilight. Okay, I mean, this is just going to be a double one-base blink all-in, I suppose. Okay. I mean, it sounds hard to defend, but on this map, it's probably not the worst ever. Just because it's hard to get into the main. Like, this, don't get me wrong. This forward area is absolutely forked to defend. It's enormous. But at least you're not going to get them blinking into your main. So I'm not 100% sure. This could be a great map for it. It could also just be an average map, I guess. Spirit sees both pylons, and now they pretty much confirm that it's going to be double one-base all-in. I mean, for them to catch up against a Nexus and, you know, Orbital that are already done, that's really not going to be nice. 4 Stalkers at the same time. There's no... I mean, this pylon should die, right? I think. Either the battery or the pylon should die, or both. Have they been crowding Warp Gate? No, probably just saving it for Blink, I imagine. Battery here as well. They're very well in sync. I don't actually like this SCV pool because they can just leave here. I think this would have been good if there was a, you know, if this was it, but they can just leave to the low ground, so it's not going to do a whole lot. Did save the battery, though, so that's important. They can see the stasis going down. 1 Stalker dies for showtime. It's a little sloppy. Tank is out now. And I think the next phase of this, exactly, is going to have to be them waiting for Blink and then choosing where to go. It's still going to be pretty tough because... I mean, there's going to be only 2 tanks out by the time this whole attack starts. I feel like this base has to be lifted no matter what. But that's not going to be quite enough, right? Oracle's going to go around Fort Gate by showtime. Actually, do they both have 4 gates? One is 3. Oh, no, they're both making Fort Gate. Yeah, indeed. I mean, right now, I don't really see it working. I mean, it's Stasis Trap, 2 tanks, one of which on the high ground, the bunker, wall off, Void Ray... Like, you would have to blink 1 Stalker in and then blink on the tank. Wait, this base could actually die. Oh, how many he's gonna try? He wants to blink into the stasis ward. That's definitely what he wanted to do. Is that a turret? I don't know why he's making a turret. Oh, he tried to blink into the stasis ward, but he messed it up, unfortunately. Yeah. One thing they could do, by the way, make a sentry hallucinate and then go up here. It's really not that crazy. Okay, so they get the stasis ward off. Tank range is over here, so it can't quite protect the Nexus. Oh, it's a sensor tower. Okay, my bad. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense, though I also don't think it was really necessary in this game, to be honest. Oh, gotta be careful with those. Good blinks. Oh, they share control, as you can see. Yeah. Okay, that's actually funny. Two, instead of using their own Stalkers, they just have a blob of both Stalkers and they gave control. I mean, I can't really see it work anymore. It's 3 tanks, it's a bunker, it's 3 Void Rays, I believe, yeah. Oracle has probably been annoying, as you can see Stasis Ward over here. No kills on it, probably just used all of its energy for Stasis Wards. And yeah. I think they're doubting this strategy right about now. Even this flying command center is annoying, by the way, because it makes it harder to target stuff. Yeah, I definitely think... I was going to say this could be a good map to do it on if it's too hard to defend the natural. But that's just not the case at all. It's very easy to defend, honestly. I think there was... You know, often when you see these blink all-ins, it's kind of like you get the feeling that if you had map hack, you would have been able to win, right? You guys must have had that before. You look at it, it's like if the guy just went here, they would have won. I didn't see any opportunities here at all. The only thing they could have done is a sentry build. From my POV, is the only thing they could have done. Sentry, hallucinate, take 1 or 2 tank volleys, and just blink up there. I think that's it. They can't even do damage to the naturals anymore. Incomes are looking very, very bad. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, it's gonna lose a couple Stalkers there. This one also blinked, I think. It's a red HP one that could die. Showtime is actually losing out to the guy that has 10 more workers and a finished Nexus. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna transition from this, but... I mean, this game should end with the first timing push, I think. If this game doesn't end with the first timing push, I'm predicting a 3-1 for Showtime Trigger. Okay? Doesn't matter who wins this game. I mean, I still imagine that Spirit MaxPax would win this one. If they didn't, then I would predict a 3-0, but... yeah, this was... you guys are completely correct. This was not the map to do this on. I mean... Actually? Maybe. Right? Maybe. Could you... I think at least 4 Stalkers, right? God, I'm looking at freaking desperate solutions right now. Dark Shrine actually goes down for Max Packs instead of for the blue team. Killing the rocks is nice here, but like here's the thing. Max Pack is going to get blinked soon. And then they're going to lose literally the last bit of advantage they have, which is that they're faster than Max Packs. They're going to try to fight him together and probably lose. That's the worst part. Like, they don't even win this fight against Max Packs alone. Like, it's not even close. Oh, this is tragic. Oh, okay, that's a GG timing right there. If this was a 1v1, he would have left. Okay? Just saying. If this was a 1v1, he would have gotten out of here, because that is... Even the Stalker, man. That's disgusting. Actually, Trigger is a little bit of a late GG'er, I think, right? So maybe not. I think he's a bit of a... Like, not too over the top, but he's a bit of a late GG'er, I think. Okay, here we go. Push number 1. Stim is going to be ready for it. +1, I believe, is ready for Spirit as well. And, I mean, it's a good counterattack. Is the only thing they can do. How many units do they have at home? 4 Stalkers, a Sentry. 2 Stalkers, a Sentry. And 2 Stalkers in the main. Okay, MaxPax has 17 Stalkers and 2 Void Rays. And Spirit has this. How many seconds is it going to be for the GG? I don't know. 17, 9, 10. That's what it's going to be. If they force fielded this, maybe they could have held out a little bit longer. 9, 10, guys. Not even the Disruptor gets to fire. That is tragic. Ah, it was 9:05. Ah, my bad, guys. I should have done better. Okay. Did this game tell us a whole lot? No. I think what this game showed me is that they probably shouldn't do all-ins like that to begin with, because... Even if it was a better map, I feel like this hold was so comfortable that it's... I mean, it's Void Ray plus Tank plus Stasis Ward as Marines. Terran can pull SCVs to help Protoss as well. Terran can even repair Void Rays, by the way. It's... I don't know. I can't really see it work. I think they're going to go back to their ways of game number 1 for the next one. Okay. Top right, the team that won the last game, we have Spirit and MaxPax. In the bottom left, we have Showtime and Trigger. Now, there's really a bunch of ways that they can play this. You know what I wouldn't mind? This sounds insane. I would not mind a double Nexus first. Just for the reason that Spirit really prefers opening up with Marine. It's a bit absurd, I know. But honestly, I would dig it. Wait, that's a gas source from Trigger. I would actually like it. Double Nexus first, or at least on this map, one player should play Nexus first. Looks like it's going to be Showtime, yeah. Showtime is going to play Nexus first, and that is... I think MaxPax probably... Yeah, MaxPax going to do it as well. It's just perfect map for Nexus first. I think if they were crazy enough, they could have gone for the double. Nexus first, you're going to have so many probes. That's 4 chrono boosts, guys, okay? 4 freaking chrono boosts. Now, it looks like it's not going to be a double gate from Trigger, so we're going to go the macro route, right? Double Protoss going to play macro. I would like to see Phoenixes again from Showtime. Or just the blue team. I just kind of imagine that they have their roles, you know? Showtime is better with Phoenixes than Trigger is, at least I think so. Showtime does pretty well against MaxPax in PvP in the Phoenix matches, which is pretty much the bar, right? If you do well against MaxPax, you do well against everyone in that. And right now he's playing against MaxPax, so very specifically. When I played against MaxPax in the group stage, I off-raced as Protoss. And I went for Nexus first on this map into double Stargate. And I actually won the Phoenix War against him with that build. And I don't think it had anything to do with my skills, because I was clearly not playing as well as him, but you just have a lot of Phoenixes with that build. So Nexus first into double Stargate, I would also like from Showtime. And then Trigger probably wants to accompany it with anything. Actually, guys, yo, hold up. On this map, blink Phoenix, and you go up here. Spirit has to defend the front. He's about to make a bunker over here, but you can very easily blink up here. Blink Phoenix could really not be bad. Let's see, what's it gonna be? I think single Stargate for Max, double for Showtime. That's what I want to see, actually. Let's see, single Stargate for Max, and... Well, he doesn't have enough gas yet, but he did make a third gas already. Oh, Max also. Okay, so then it's probably going to be mass Stargate. Let's see. Stargate number 2 going down for a Max, and it's going to go down for Showtime right away. He has enough money, he just needs to... Okay, please. We do need to see that Stargate. Ah, well, actually, it's not that big of a deal. The map is quite big and stuff, but it's... I don't know. I just want them to be even Steven, so we can see the real skill battle unfold. Twilight indeed for Trigger. Max with... Or sorry, Spirit with the Cyclone. I don't necessarily like the Cyclone too much. I feel like... does it really have that much impact here? Like, one Cyclone in your Phoenix battle, or one Cyclone early on. I think maybe it's better to just... Well, I guess against the Oracle. If they go for Oracle, it would be okay, but they shouldn't really be afraid of it because double Phoenix. But yeah, no, I guess since Oracle is a threat, it makes sense. Trigger's gonna go for charge. Okay. This could be a feeding game. It's possible. So feeding is delayed, but you can still feed at some point. If he's gonna go for charge, they could go for... he's taking 4 gases with... I mean, he could go Storm 2 or whatever, right? But feeding is on the table. It opens at 5 minutes in-game time. Here you can see very well, by the way, how the feeding rules have changed the game. Before, they would feed instantly and make like 4 Stargates. Right now, they've already started 6 Phoenixes and they still can't feed. So it's actually a very big difference. Feeding's gonna open in 40 seconds. And I'm curious. No, okay. It is gonna be the Templar Archives. We have a very, very, very interesting strategy on our hands. Spirit Max Packs are doing the Spirit Max Packs, right? 3cc into Bio with air. Oh, well, to be fair, Max Packs does play Oracle into Blink a decent amount, I think, but, yep. Bio with Phoenix. And here we have Showtime doing the same thing as in game number 1, where it goes for the 3rd Stargate over the Fleet Beacon, and Max Packs goes for the Fleet Beacon. That means that he's gonna have like 1 or 2 more Phoenixes at some point, assuming that he chronos them hard. Keep in mind he was slightly behind in the 2nd Stargate, but the range is gonna finish pretty fast, and that is devastating. I think I don't know what saw it, but I imagine they scouted an Archon because they pinged it. I mean, it's gonna be a Zealot Archon attack. Stim is going to finish in time, no matter how fast they attack. Like, the Archons are super good against the Phoenixes, but if you calculate the whole fight, right? Like, Bio fighting in Zealot Archon, and then the Archon kind of wants to be with the Zealots to attack the Bio, Phoenixes kite away. It could be pretty awkward. Let's see, Phoenix count right now should be exactly 1 higher for Showtime, but it's really... I mean, there's not even a timing window here, honestly. Okay, that could have been disastrous. Always going for Widow Mines instead of tanks. I love that from Spirit. That's a really good move. That's going to help a lot with the Zealots over here. Now, Trigger's army is going to be significantly stronger than Spirit's for a while, but is it going to last for long enough is the question. He does not have Storm, so he's going to morph more Archons. Wow. I mean, this is a cool freaking build. I wouldn't mind if, you know, if Max Max goes to the bottom to intercept stuff. Oh, Archons maybe could have gotten a hit on that. Okay, Showtime is diving. I'm not 100% sure about this, to be honest. Trigger is not going to get past that bunker, I believe. Showtime is going to lose most of the Phoenixes. Archon shows back up to back up the Phoenixes. Going to warp in more stuff. These Archons could do massive work right now, but the Warp Prism gets sniped and it ends up being a disaster. And I think in particular from Showtime, well, I mean, it was probably a combined decision to go for it. YOLOing on those Phoenixes, I mean, it really didn't look like a winning fight to me, right? Like, I kind of get that the Zealot Archon wanted to go for it, but the Phoenix dive I actually don't really understand. That looked a little painful. Also, if we look at the economies, I guess Showtime never made many workers, so he was going to be behind. Maybe that's why he decided to go for it. But yeah, it sucks, because I would have liked to see the strategy play out a little more, because it's just Mass Zealot, Archon, against Phoenixes, with Phoenixes as well. Like, I don't think Storm is that going to be in time? Storm is not going to be in time, so I don't think they can stop this. Depending on how much time they buy. I mean, this is just a one force field ramp. Templars are... I don't know what... He doesn't have a lift. He actually doesn't have a lift. I was like waiting for him to just lift the final Templar. Storm is still not finished, by the way, so it doesn't even matter. The Marines are gonna die, the Phoenixes are gonna die, and GG is called. And I'm gonna give my own take on this here, which you guys might disagree with. I think these games actually tie into what I said in the first game pretty well. Showtime and Trigger are playing as if double Protoss sucks. You guys know what I mean? Like, they're up 1-0, they win in a convincing fashion, yet they still go for a desperate all-in in game number 2 on a map that sucks. And here, I mean, I feel like their judgment in 1v1 would have forbidden them from attacking there, but they just kind of went for it anyway. Like, they really feel like they have to end the game early, and I just don't think it's the case. So I really hope that they get a little bit of mental forge to the back. At least that's my take. I could be wrong. Maybe they just feel like being clowns and attacking in weird ways, right? Same, relatable. But still, I hope they find something different for the next 2 games. All right, the team that's on match point in the top right, we have Spirit and MaxPax. And then bottom left, the team that won the first game convincingly and then lost the next 2 convincingly. It's Trigger and Showtime. Now, really, in this game, I want to see a macro game from them, or just a non-desperate pressure, really. For example, on this map, what you could play is I think you could just play a double 3 or 4 gate blink and then just abuse this cliff, make sure they don't get a third, play macro behind it. You could also just perfectly fine play Nexus first here. Being one, once again, I still think they could play double Nexus first. I don't think they're gonna go crazy like that. That's some Mark strat, but I think they could. And in general, yeah, they could play greedy. They could just go with the flow and do a little bit of pressure. Ooh, what do we have here? SCV Scout. Hey, this looks like a... I mean, normally if you see the SCV move out, you think it's a proxy. It could also be a double block. Right? Oh, they're gonna see it though. Like, one of them should cut workers and make the Nexus. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen though. Second gate. Okay, second gate from Trigger. Showtime... Wait, where did MaxPax go? I mean, they're not even going to be able to block it. Like, their strategy, I actually like it, but this map is pretty enormous, so maybe another map would have been better for this, but alright. eBay block is also not really that strong against double Protoss, honestly. I mean, they let it go up to, yeah, high enough HP so that it makes it pretty strong, but I mean, they could also just expand somewhere else. Spirit's expansion is now pretty late because of that. Probably gonna go factory before base? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. So we're back to the build of game number 1, basically. Trigger needs to get this expansion at some point. I would like for them to do that. Maybe not necessarily the Dark Templars. I mean, the Dark Templars were insane, but maybe something else, like 3-gate Blink plus Phoenixes. Okay, here we go. Stargate is down. MaxPax is gonna see it. He is most likely still going to respond... Well, he did make Warp Gate. Ooh! Is this a Stargate-less game from Mr. Pax himself? It is. Okay. Unexpected, but cool. And, I mean, this is going to change things a lot, especially because I'm sure Team Blue is going to expect this to be air against air again. Has this been every game so far? Well, the second game was an all-in, right? But the other 2 games were air against air. Like, here it would be better for him to make 1 Oracle, I think. And if he wants to play Phoenixes, he can still do it. But since he might think it's Stargate against Stargate, it's probably going to go Phoenix first. Exactly. It's not like it's that bad, but the Oracles are just infinite value, basically. Oh, that should be a Dead Adept, I think. 2 Stalkers. Do they kill it in time? Oh, yeah. By the way, just a little bit of info about the servers. The servers are central, west, central, west, central. Meaning that... Game 1, 3, and 5 are gonna have better ping for Spirit and Max on average, because Trigger's playing from Korea in game 2 and 4. So this one is going to have better ping for Trigger and Showtime on average. So far, it doesn't really seem like it has mattered at all. Because they just kind of win convincingly no matter what. But that is the deal. Second Stargate. Yeah, okay. This could be scary for the Phoenix guy. Like, he might not... actually, at this point, do they already realize? I feel like they might. I haven't seen exactly what they have seen on the other side of the map, but they might realize that it is not going to be Stargate already. I have no idea what this is. But, okay. I kind of thought he wanted to tank the bunker and try to get the Cyclone or something, but that was just a free adept donation in the end. Okay. Yeah, it's also double battery. I definitely think that the Max and Spirit, they have the mind game advantage for this game. It's going to be Robo 3-gate Blink, which doesn't necessarily mix up very well with Spirit's build, because Spirit is not going to have a timing attack anytime soon. So maybe Max could have played a little greedier. I guess it's really just a safe way to go about it. Observer, 3-gate Blink. I mean, they should have the economic advantage anyway with the 3rd CC, right? So, no, it all makes sense. Yeah, how many Phoenixes do we have on the map? About, yeah, 5. Probably want to see them do something with it. Do they still... I mean, I don't know when they scouted this. Like, this gas probably should have been here. If your opponent's not playing Phoenixes, you really want to get out there and do something. Like, you want to kill workers, because theoretically you can kill like 5+ workers for free. Maybe take some damage on the Cyclones for it. Trigger is going for Blink into Fast Storm this time. Yeah, I'm afraid that they haven't done enough here, because keep in mind, this was double gate from Trigger with a blocked natural against 3cc. And this guy's not even playing Blink. Like, Max Eco is going to be better than the opposing team. Spirit's Eco is going to be better than the opposing team. That said, it is a bit awkward that Max took this base, just because Spirit now doesn't really have a good base to fly to. Like, this is going to take 2 minutes, and this is exposed. So this is, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a mistake, but it's definitely a little awkward. And the Phoenixes have to start doing something, guys. This is... I mean, Phoenixes are almost always good. They didn't look good in my first series of the day, but most of the time they look good. So even if they sit back, it should be okay. The problem is they're going up against Mass Stalker Marine. And if they get all their upgrades going, as you can see, Stim is about to finish. No Combat Shield yet, but Stim is going to finish, and then Combat Shield together with 1-1. That could be a bit of a problem. Proxy gate going down here, by the way. There's going to be 7 gates, I believe. 7 gates Blink is going to attack from there. Trigger has 3 gates. Ooh, wow, that turret timing is insane. You could have killed that Cyclone for sure, maybe a couple Marines. Okay. Storm is going to be good, admittedly, because there's no Phoenixes. Against Phoenixes, I haven't liked it so far, because the Phoenixes just lift the Templars. And, you know, you can just stim in, basically. But against non-Phoenix, it's actually pretty good. Storm is also surprisingly good against Stalkers, by the way. I mean, it's still 80 damage. Okay, he sees a Forge. Forge is going to be for cannons. Max sees he has 5,000 Phoenixes, which he already knew. Now, this is going to be painful. They're not on the map, so this is going to go completely unpunished. And, like, every single worker here should die. Come on, Showtime. Yeah, here you go. Okay, please. It's just a turret. Okay, he went for it. I like it. He's going to lose 1 or 2. Yeah, he's going to lose 2 Phoenixes, but this is the kind of thing you need to do. Like, it's 18 Phoenixes instead of 20 to put your opponent back down to a low amount of workers. They see the proxy, which is very nice for them. Admittedly, it didn't really seem like they were going to do anything with it. Also, keep in mind, Spirit did actually have to fly really, really far for this base, so I feel like the rest of his production might be slightly delayed. We have a double drop here that's not going to get spotted, because this is a Prism. Prism double drop. Ooh. Gotta be careful there, my friend. Okay. I don't know how many he lost. Probably 1. 1.5, basically, because it's almost dead. Yeah, this is going to be a... It's a scary move to make, you know? It looks good, but it's 22 Phoenixes. Phoenixes are going to kill everything. Like, it's more... I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's more than enough Phoenixes to just kill everything there. But this is going to be pretty good for Team Blue, I think. Yeah, I mean... it's just gone, you know? Magic trick. Boom. It's all gone. And now there's units in the main base, but there's a cannon. Wow. Beautiful segment here. Storms put them back. I think about 15 supply died. What the hell is that Medevac doing? I have no idea. 15 supply died for Max. Yeah, the Prism did die, and about 20 for Spirit. Like I said, the drops, they can be super good. Spirit in particular is good with them. They can also just be that against Phoenixes, right? Like, it's more like you want to attack somewhere, and then when the Phoenixes are in downtown, you drop in the main. That's a strong play. Just attacking this base probably wasn't quite the move. Is the game even? It's very hard to say, really. Because Showtime's Phoenixes should get worse over time, but Trigger has 10 High Templars, meaning that the other team can't really push into them that well. Protoss better than Terran. And Showtime is only now making his first carriers. I wish they had some more vision. Like, how much vision do they don't. There's no... It's not how much vision they have. There's just no vision. If they saw that their armies were chilling, Showtime could have killed every single worker here too in the meantime. But instead they're sitting back. This army... Like they didn't even see it coming, guys. There's just absolutely no vision. This Spirit army is too strong for the Phoenixes alone. Okay, this is good, though. They could jump on this together. I don't know where the Phoenixes went. Somewhere. Oh, they're in the main base. Probably killing a drop or something. Yeah. I mean, like, you need observers, you need pylons, you need that kind of stuff. Okay, they could totally go for that. It is 4 Archons, which is scary. Okay, they need to go for it, though. I think if they fight, they need to help together. Trigger needs to keep Templars over here. They need to split this correctly. It's really not easy, but they really need to split this correctly. I think Showtime is going to try and go for it. Yeah, he's going to go in over here. It's going to be a good move in the end. Trigger's army is just a little bit behind, which hurts. Now they're going to attack over here. Storms need to be... Okay, there we go. Last second Storms. Do pretty well against the Stalkers. Spirit's army is gone. But it looks like they're going to lose, well, maybe just 1, but potentially 2 bases in total. Oh, Trigger has so much money and no freaking supply. 59 workers left. I mean, the medevacs are not going to die, actually. Maybe 1 or 2. Let's see, is he going to pay attention? He does not pay attention. Showtime. That is 5 Phoenixes going down the drain. I mean, he still has 20, but I think they've messed it up a little bit here, guys. And I'm going to say that very softly, because it's really not easy. I think really the vision was the worst thing, because Spirit got in here for free. Like, look at it this way. If they see the army coming on the left side, Trigger puts a couple High Templars, then that base is safe, then they can focus on the right side, maybe clean up the entire army, and then they're chilling. Instead, they ping-pong from left to right, and I think now they're in a lot of trouble. Like, I mean, it is 4 Immortals, which are strong, but the Archons are so good. I don't know what the upgrades are. Looks like it's, yeah, 1 upgrade ahead for Max in this encounter. Spirit's army did just die again, pretty much, but Archons can't get lifted, which means that these... well, he does have 6 carriers, to be fair, but the Phoenixes can't really do much about it, and now... I mean, Max Spirit, they're too good at this, you know? Like, they're not gonna give them the 1 fight that they need. They're just gonna keep killing bases and get free trades. I mean, Max is probably super rich. Spirit's also super rich, actually. And, yeah. I mean, they're gonna need a miracle. Carrier Storm is a miracle-making composition, but... I mean, how much supply are they down? 110 or something? If someone wants to do the math, it's a lot. Actually, it's even more... Or, yeah, it's about 110 probably, right? It's a lot of supply that they're down. It's not looking fantastic here for the boys in blue, I can tell you that much. And I really think Max Spirit won the mind game war in this one. Like, the Phoenix is not doing anything in the early game. Trigger not really realizing that they're being greedy, so not using his stuff. I mean, they did just kill 50 Max supply, by the way. Like... Showtime's army is powerful. He's getting +3 as well. He's gonna get up to 11 carriers. Like, it really, if there's 1 unit that can win this kind of game, it's a carrier. I don't think it's gonna happen, but if there's 1 unit that can, it's gonna be the carrier. Good recall there to save the base. I mean, Trigger, what can he do? Mine these gases, morph 20 High Templars, like, just as many as you can, and then you move together, and you hope that they fight together. Like, Max's army sucks against carriers. Like, it's... Stalker Archon, I mean, it's okay in certain numbers, right? But if they max out on carries, especially if +3 finishes, carries are going to destroy. And then Storms can kill the entire Bio army. Look, he's actually doing the thing. You spread the Templars, maybe even a little bit more than this, boom, boom, boom. Then Spirit can't help, and the carriers deal with the Protoss army. Spirit would make a very good decision to go for a counterattack right now, and he is indeed going to do it because how many Templars are at home? Probably not that many. I think that's another warped in one. He's going to have a couple storms. I mean, MaxPax is really going to struggle against his army. It looks like they're kind of awkwardly F2ing back for a second. Yeah, Showtime is going to lose all of his mining. Okay, Trigger is going all the way back. Let's see how this is going to go. This is scary. He's going to bleach it blinked forward. I mean, it's liftable. Let's see how are the storm. Yeah, this is the thing. Oh, we got the EMP too. That's a fat EMP, you could tell. Good storm there by Trigger as well. Like, if you chase the bio, it's so much harder than having the bio chase you. That's the problem, you know? If he just has his Templars in an arc here, then the Spirit can never really attack, and then Showtime can kill the guy, and then it'll... Ah, no. His army's... Oh, please. Trigger! My friend! I'm trying to click it for him, but it didn't work. Oh, man, that could have been beautiful as well. I think he was trying to recall to that base for a second and then realized he had no energy. Another fat EMP by Spirit as well. Those are all going to get sniped, and I think they've just played a little bit too well. And really, it felt like they were just the better team here today, right? I think Protoss, maybe if they were... Because honestly, it's not even necessarily about the players themselves. Like, I know MaxPax and Spirit are good, but Showtime and Trigger are also freaking good. I just think it wasn't their best day here. If they play peak form, I could totally see them win a series like this, but in this series, for me, there's no doubt that MaxPax and Spirit were stronger. They have been the strongest overall team in the season, and it is nice to see them get the dub. No, I like my underdogs, not gonna lie. I definitely like my underdogs, but having the big favorites advance is, opens up stories, you know? Especially if they lose to Yumi and Yakov. Not quite sure if that's gonna happen, but we'll see. A little bit of copium here by the blue team, but that's okay, as they're on match point. GG is called, and Spirit and MaxPax take the series 3-1. And I would say that every single game was one-sided in this series, right? Doesn't matter who won, I think every single game was pretty one-sided. This game... If Showtime realized earlier that it wasn't Stargate, if Trigger maybe just went for a 1-gate expansion instead of 2-gating and doing nothing, I really think this game could have gone somewhere, but they got a bit behind, and then, yeah, they had their chances, but Spirit MaxPax just played a little bit too well.